Hey kids! It's Nabil Knows, and lots of exciting stuff to talk to you about today. But before that, I have to remind you that Uncle Nabil is going to be going on the road, so you can catch me at a city near you very, very soon. I leave from the 6th of Feb, and the tour dates will keep coming. Please be sure to check out my website, nabilabdulrashid.com, for tickets and venue specifics. I look forward to seeing you there. Urban Batuta is on the road. Donald Trump is, he's had his inauguration and he did it with style. He's already started, signing off stuff like mass deportations. Woo! Yay! A lot of people's relatives are about to return.
I don't understand.
Filthy language.
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do.
And we say bye-bye.
I'll try everything.
Boy, is she smart.
He actually rented out an arena so you could watch him just put his signature on documents. Blatantly, he's copying someone here, because that reminds me of the Kanye West listening party where he sat there and had people listen to his most bizarre album yet, and even had like different gang members turn up. Speaking of Kanye, Elon Musk, fellow disturbed genius who hasn't actually invented anything, turned up to the inauguration and went full stormtrooper, man. This guy was throwing out Nazi salutes. And I mean, if you see the Nazi salute, that's exactly what Elon Musk did. And he's like, oh, no, I'm not a Nazi, I'm autistic. If she's not lying, there's something wrong with her. So what, you're telling me that Adolf Hitler was not racist, he was just misunderstood? Huh? Was he just stimming? That's a very interesting stim. There is a complete difference when it comes to culpability, right? Because the same people who got Kyrie Irving suspended for posting a link to a documentary that was allowed to be on Amazon, the same people that have come for so many celebrities for stating facts about specific industries like the music industry, shout out to Leo Cohen, the same industry that has threatened people, the same industry that doxed Kanye West, has nothing to say about a guy who was doing Nazi salutes. Especially when that guy grew up in and has a legacy that is linked to apartheid South Africa. Especially when this same guy has told Germans to just, stop being guilty about the past. Like, are you serious?
Are you serious?
It's so crazy that people who are calling out Elon Musk's anti-Semitism are being called anti-Semites for saying that nobody's calling Elon Musk an anti-Semite.
What?
But it's really, really interesting. You know, my people, we have a saying in Nigeria: a coward grows hungry for a fight when he sees someone he can beat. If you look at what's happening in Gaza, for example, it's very interesting. It's very interesting how when somebody has no power to defend themselves, we're so quick to jump on them and hurt them. But the moment someone poses a little bit of a threat, all of a sudden we're looking for explanations on their behalf. I'm sorry, but that was a goddamn Nazi salute. Do a side by side. It doesn't get... He practiced that. That was a well-practiced... He didn't even do it from one angle. He did it from like two. He made sure... Like Elon Musk could turn up tomorrow with a swastika. And not the Hindu one. The one turned this way. And be like, oh, no. That's not... He's not racist. He's just a yogi. F*** off, guys. Seriously. So, northern Nigeria, the place that is best known for inventing suya, Sheikh Othman Danfodio, and me, yay! There's yet another militant group has come in the rural areas of northeast Nigeria called Lakurawa, which basically means no dancing.
Like Footloose?
Yeah. The Nigerian version of Billy Elliot. Stop dancing. A lot of these guys are mercenaries that are being used by France to destabilize all these francophone African governments. So what happens when you're a mercenary and you've got nowhere else to ply your trade? You're going to go to another country, and that's exactly what they're doing. And anyone who's a fluent Hausa speaker that hears the accent knows these guys aren't even fucking Nigerian. But because our borders are so porous, over the years they've been able to come in, mingle and intermarry with people in the rural areas of northern Nigeria, and now they're causing havoc. And their main issue now, they've formed a little mini sect that metes out harsh punishments to people they catch dancing and listening to music, which, as you can understand, is a real problem in Nigeria. You know, because I mean, the biggest producers of Afrobeat, you know what I mean? We're born dancing. And now these guys have come in, like, as if Nigeria didn't have enough problems. I blame the Nigerian government for this. Nigeria's most peaceful times have been after military coups, when the army's taken over. And because a lot of our current politicians know this, and know that they've been messing up, they're like, oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to strip the army of their weapons. I'm going to defund them. I'm going to disempower them. I'm also going to sponsor militant groups of illiterates and drug addicts and just tell them to pretend to be Islamic extremists, so that way we have something we can pretend to fight while I steal all this money and buy myself a new private jet. Well, this is what happens when you do that for over a decade. Donald Trump did not pay attention to the reproductive cycle in biology when it was being taught, because one of the executive orders he signed states that there are only two genders. Fair enough. However, it goes so far that he even the wording goes into the gestation period, talking about the chromosomes of the early fetus and the zygote, and saying that, like, you know, basically saying that what the child is at that point is what the person is as an adult. And as we know, most zygotes start off as female and then develop into male. Now, according to Donald Trump's law, on a technicality, we're all female.
Oh my.
Which would now make Donald Trump the first female president of the United States of America.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
Yes, Queen. Israel has declared, accepted a ceasefire with Gaza. Yeah, right. And in the process, Qassam Brigade, I think they're called, has released the hostages, who actually look healthier and cleaner and happier than Gazans, right? Which is interesting. They had like whole press conferences. They gave them lanyards. These Israeli people being released were coming out with smiles, waving, speaking brilliant Arabic. I mean, a lot of them already know how to speak it, but some of them, I guess, learned, and thanking the Qassam Brigade for their good treatment. They all looked healthy. They don't look like they've been tortured. We cannot say the same for Gazans who get taken, arrested by the IDF. But hey, even while being bombed, they still managed to ensure that their prisoners were treated more humanely than even prisoners here in the UK. That's crazy, because, you know, if they can do that, what's Israel's excuse for returning Palestinian prisoners of war, if you want to call them that? Let's call it what it is, hostages, returning them in the state that we've seen. Yeah, I don't want to use any words like the R word, but we know that that's been happening a lot. But yeah, it's food for thought. Mr. Trump has given his insight as to what he thinks should be done in Gaza, which involves bulldozers and having Palestinians stay with friends. The problem is, Palestinians right now have no friends. Basically telling Israel to do what they've already been doing, bulldozing homes, settling, stealing land. And then you wonder why the people that live in Gaza are angry. Now, I want you to just take a second to think, whatever country you live in, wherever in the world you are, somebody probably lived there before you. Like many have stated, England was once a part of the Roman Empire. Could you imagine Italians deciding that because this was once Rome, they now have the right to invade here and kick us out? Absolutely not. And there's no way black Americans are going to invade Abuja and decide that they're going to kick out Nigerians. So why is it that when it comes to Gaza, when it comes to Palestine, somehow we do all these mental gymnastics to excuse ethnic cleansing that's going on? Anyway, I'm going to do a DNA test, and I found out that my ancestors may be Yemeni. So I'm going to go evict someone from their house in Sana'a, because I heard it's nice there this time of year.
We can finish with Oscar nominations.
Okay,
have you seen them?
No, I haven't.
Best Picture, they do 10.
The Substance literally was a live action episode of South Park. I nobody want to see that. That was crap. I mean, yes, I get it. I know what the themes were discussing and how show business treats. I'm in show. It's still shit. If you think The Substance is good, you're on a Substance. Wicked, again, it was shit. It was all shit. These films were shit. Wicked was shit. What other film got nominations?
Anora, do you see Anora?
No, but it sounds shit. What else?
The Brutalist, that's 3.5 hours long.
What's it about?
An architect. Amelia Perez is a cartel boss who is male and wants to become female.
Fire for that. What's the next one? That's definitely not on my list. What?
And Nickel Boys, which has just come out, which is about two black kids in the South in America in the 60s who end up in like a juvenile detention thing.
More racist porn. Two black boys in the South, you know, and there's probably going to be like that one good white officer that like...
I've seen it, there's no good white people in it.
Oh, so it's closer to reality. Oh, all right then. I'm surprised Nosferatu isn't up for anything.
It got a lot of technical, but that's it. So it's like best production design, best makeup, best costume.
Insane. That was a masterpiece.
Cinematography as well.
You will refer to me with the respect that my plotline requires. When we are done shooting, Nabil Knows, you will know about. It was great. You see the scene where he pulled up in Romania and the gypsies came and said, oh, that was fantastic. I'm like, how the did you not just turn around and leave? Are you mad? Like, you don't even have a weapon, big man. Like, this wasn't no B&B. You turn up right in the middle of Transylvania and there's some people doing some mad dance and there's just filth everywhere. And you don't even speak the language. You don't have a translate and you still stayed. You deserve to get your wife taken by a vampire. You crazy. I wouldn't have gone.
Did you like Nosferatu's hipster touch?
Yeah, it was lore accurate, like based on, Vlad Tepes had Tash, and also, Romanian royalty of that time would have dressed like him. What I don't like is how they catfished us. Because remember, when the Nosferatu movie first came out, they put out a picture of him, and he looked a bit more like Gollum, right? He was clean shaven, and I thought, oh, is that what he looks like? Because that's closer to what the original Nosferatu looked like. But then, we get stuck with a guy that looks like Man Bear Pig. You see that shot at the end? Looked like he skipped leg day his entire 3,000-year life. And he was decaying? How are you going to be in a castle with a guy that's decaying and not think, maybe I should leave? I don't understand. If you were in Romania, you go and then you find an 8-foot-tall man that's decaying. Are you staying the night? Are you? Like, and even if you are atheist, right? If you happen to have a cross, at this point, it becomes obvious that, look, if he walks like a duck... If I could give the Oscar for Best Picture to any movie right now, it would have to be Nosferatu. It was good acting. It kind of reminded me of Bram Stoker's Dracula from, many, many years ago with Gary Oldman. The cinematography was brilliant. The storytelling was brilliant, and there was the right amount of Easter eggs and subtext and all of that. It was a thinking man's horror movie, and not like, if you've got a date that talks through every fucking movie, don't take her to watch Nosferatu, If you're one of those people that stops every 5 seconds, what's that? Don't watch it. Don't watch it. Go watch Wicked. They need you. But if you enjoy a good film where the directors and producers have done a lot of research and homework into making sure that the film represents the period that it's shot in properly and the language and the culture and the backstory and the lore, then yeah, this is a brilliant movie. I think it deserves more flowers than it's getting. Okay guys, that's been Nabil Knows. Thank you for tuning in. As always, please like, share, subscribe. Every single time you do that, it really helps the channel. Leave your comments below on what you think of the things we've discussed, from any Oscar or Emmy nominations to what you think about Donald Trump and his current actions. You let me know. Even if you disagree, it's cool. Someone will argue with you in the comments. Maybe even me. On that side, Uncle Nabil is going on tour. Come and see me. I will be in a city near you, and that's not necessarily just in the UK. Tickets are available at nabilabdulrashid.com. That's me.com. Very good, very nice. Very cool, very nice.